Hi everyone, it's Sandra, and I'm testing to see whether cocoons that have been dried out are still viable and will yield baby worms. So I saved about 25 worm cocoons from some very dry soil conditions about 10 days ago. Here's one of them. I will link to my previous video in the description. I put them in this moist coconut coir that had no other living material in it, so I know I'm not bringing any other worms in. And now after 10 days, I'm just going to go through here and look for signs of life. To me, signs of life could include worms, but it also might be if these worm cocoons look like they are maturing, or even that I could see through the transparent cocoon, I could see the little tumbling worms that you can if you look up close on a worm cocoon. Also, what I did after about 3 or 4 days of having these worm cocoons in my greenhouse is I just had some leftover food juice from a worm feeding. So I drizzled some banana juice into this container. So I know there will be microbes building in here for any baby worms that do emerge. Coconut coir on its own is pretty sterile, so I want to make sure if any baby worms do come out of these cocoons that they have a first feeding available to them before I can manage to get to them. I'm making sure to tuck the cocoons down the bottom of the container so they have maximum moisture and the best chance for success. These worm cocoons would include the Eisenia species, the Eisenia fetida and the Eisenia andrei, as well as the unique composting worm we have here on Vancouver Island called Arctiostrotus vancouverensis. We know the Eisenia species worm cocoons take approximately 21 days to mature. I haven't found any literature on how long the Arctiostrotus one takes to mature. So from being bone dry, I've given them 10 days and I haven't found any signs of life. I believe this is a good experiment for those of you who may have dried out a worm bin to see how long do you have to wait to see whether or not your worm cocoons are still going to yield living worms. All right, that's it for this check-in. We'll see you next time.